Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? Um, hope you are fine, alhamdulillah. So today we are going to discuss MCQs of different topics, starting with arithmetic. I will also discuss few MCQs from algebra as well. So I'm sure most of you have already completed this, but just as a part of revision, we will just try to solve all these problems again. Okay. So from exercise 1.2, if we start, this is a part of arithmetic. So I'm sure for class 7A I took the class for arithmetic, but for 7B and 7C I think Halal sir and Rafiq sir has taken the classes respectively. So I will discuss. If you have any sort of problem, I hope that you will understand. Okay, so let's start. The number 1, which one of the following is the square root of 289 and 361? So if you see, suppose 289 by 361, so what will be the square root of this number? So we actually need to find the answer of this. This is the symbol for square root, right? So square root, I need to square root 289, I need to square root 361 as well. So if I do prime factorization, we know 289 can be divided by only 17, because this is also a prime number. So 17 into 17 is 289. So 289, square root of 289 is actually what? 17. Similarly for 361, this is also can be for prime factorization, it can be only divided by one number, that is 19. So 19 into 19 is 361. So root over 361 equals to 19. So what will be the answer of square root of both these numbers? So square root of 289 is 17, square root of 361 is 19. So the answer is 17 by 19. This is number 1. So my answer over here will be 17 by 19. Next, which one of the following is the square root of 1.1025? So we know how to find the square root of decimal numbers, right? 1.1025. Okay, so first of all we need to mark pairs from right side. This is one pair, this is one pair, and this is only one single number, right? Next, we need to start by square rooting. So this is a basic formula. I'm sure most of you already know how to find out the square root of a decimal number. So first we draw a line over here. Then we need to consider the first number, because there is only before decimal there is only one number. So 1 is the square of 1. So 1 into 1 means the square root of 1 is 1, right? So 1 square is 1. Once we subtract, what do we get? 0. Over here what do I need to write? We need to write the twice of this number. Okay, so here there is 1, so the twice of 1 is what? 2. 1 into 2 is 2. So whatever number do I consider over here, I need to write the double of this number. Okay, so 2. Next, this pair comes down, 1 0, right? So I need to find a number by which we can write the closest square number of over here. So if I put 1 over here, for example 1, so 21, I need to multiply this with the same number, right? If I put 1 over here, so I need to multiply 21 into 1, that is 21. But here I only have 10, so 21 is actually greater than 10, right? So if I put a 0 over here, so if I put a 0 over here, I need to multiply also the whole number with the same number. So 20 into 0 is 0. So I need to write the 0 over here. Okay, then 0 comes over here. 10 minus 0 is what? 10. Next, this pair comes down. First this pair came down, now this pair, 25. So I need to write a number over here by which if I multiply it with the same number, I need to get 1025. So if you see 25, right? So 25 is usually divided by which number? 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So let's try and put 5 over here. So 205, I need to multiply it with the same number, 5. Okay, I just forgot to mention that here there is a decimal as well. So after considering 1, I need to also put a decimal. Okay, after putting 1 ones are 1, I need to put the decimal, then I can like place the 10 down over here. Okay, so 205 into 5 is actually 1025. So my required square root is 1.05. I'm sure if you have done exercise 1.1 and 1.2, this must be quite easy for you because you have already practiced a lot of problems related to this. So answer is 1.05. So over here C is the answer. Okay, next question. A rational number. What is a rational number? First of all, I need to understand that rational number means what? All natural numbers, then 0, then all possible fractions, all fractions, 0, natural number and fractions, possible fractions, all together they are called what? Rational numbers. Okay, so if you see this question, 0 is a rational number, it falls in the criteria 0. Then 5 is actually a natural number. What is a natural number? Natural numbers are numbers starting from 1 to infinite, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 till infinite. All the positive numbers are called what? Natural numbers. Okay, so 5 is also a what? Natural number. Then also my third criteria is what? All possible fractions. So fraction is also a rational number. So 5 by 2 is also a rational number. So that means which of the following is correct? 1, 2 and 3. I hope it's clear. Okay, next we move on to our next question, that is this is a stem given to solve number 4 and 5. Okay, so what is the question? The difference of squares of two consecutive numbers is 19. Answer the question number 4 and 5 following the information. So first of all, I need to understand what the information given over here is. The difference of squares of two consecutive numbers. So let us say I don't know the consecutive number. What does consecutive number mean? If one number is x, the next number should be x plus 1. For example, this 2 I've considered because I don't know what are the two consecutive numbers. For example, let us say 4. So the next number will be what? 5. So how do we get my next number? If I just add 1, I get the next number, right? If the first number is 4, the next number is 1 plus the previous number. Okay, so here since I don't know the consecutive numbers, so if the first number is x, the second number should be what? X plus 1, right? The first number is x, the second number should be x plus 1. Now I move on to the information that is given. The difference of squares of two consecutive number is 19. So what do I understand by difference? Difference means subtraction. Difference is the result of subtraction. Okay, so squares. So first of all, I need to come starting from here. So two consecutive numbers, I got what? X and x plus 1. Now the second information given is squares of two consecutive numbers. So let us say x plus 1, square of x plus 1 is x plus 1 whole square. Okay, this is 2 by the way, and square of x is x square. And the question given is the difference of the squares of two consecutive numbers. So difference means what? Subtraction. So if I subtract x plus 1 whole square, like x square from x plus 1 whole square, what is the difference which I get? It is 19. It is already given in the question. Check out the question again. The difference of squares of two consecutive numbers is 19. Okay, so this information is already provided. So x plus 1 whole square minus x square equals to 19. This is the information that is given. Now the first question is, if one number is 10, what is the other number? If one number is 10, what is the other number? It's very easy. First of all, I need to find out the value of x. I need to solve this. Okay, so we already know from algebra a plus b whole square formula, a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So if I square x plus 1, x square plus 2x plus 1 square. Okay, minus x square equals to 19. So we can write x square plus 2x plus 1. So x square is over here, minus x square is over here, so we can just cancel this out. Now we can write 2x plus 1 equals to 19. So now if I transfer 1 to the right side, we can write 2x equals to 18. So x equals to what? 9. 18 divided by 2, that is 9. So one number is 9, it's already given. If one number is 10, what is the other number? So I got x equals to 9, so my answer is 9 over here. Okay, next, what is the sum total of squares of the two numbers? Sum total of squares of the two numbers. So I have, what are the two numbers which I got? 9 and 10. So square of 9 is what? 81, and square of 10 is what? 100. So if I add them, because sum, they has asked the sum of the squares of two numbers, so 9 square plus 10 square, right? So 9 square plus 10 square is 81 plus 100, that is 181 answer. So this is how I got 181. So which one of the following is the square root of 0.01? I'm sure you know how to find out the square root of 0.01 with this same way which I did for 1.1025 number 2. We need to follow the same way. The answer will be what? 0.01. Okay, square root of 0.01 is 0.1. Okay. Okay, next question is, if the digit in unit place of a number is either 2 or 8, the digit in unit place of its square will be what? This is actually a tricky question. First of all, we need to understand in a number what is the unit place called. Let's say I have a number. Let's say I have a number 4, 8. Okay, so this is unit place. The 8 is placed in the unit place and 4 is in tens place. Okay, 8 is in unit place and 4 is in tens place. Okay, now another number, let's say for 532. So this is 2 is placed in the units place, 3 is in tens place, 5 is in ones place. Okay, so the question, if you check the question, if the digit in unit place of a number is either 2 or 8, the digit in unit place of its square will be what? That's the question. So if you see, if I square 48 for example, I need to first of all square 8, right? Because 8 into 8 is 64. If I need to find the square of 48, that means 48 into 48, right? So first of all, I need to multiply 8 into 8, that is 64. Okay, I'm not multiplying the whole thing, I'm just trying to explain you. If I need to find out the square of 48, I'll always need to find out first the square of 8. That is the number which is in the unit place. So if you see, the square of 8 is what? 64. Okay, so that after squaring this number, the number which I will get in the unit place is what? Always 4. Okay, similarly, if I trying to find out the square of this number 532. Okay, so 532 into 532, right? Square means what? We need to multiply the same number with the number which is given. Okay, 532 into 532. So if you see 2 into 2, first of all I need to multiply 2 into 2, 4. So if you see again, after finding out the square in the unit place, what is the answer? 4. Again, if I have 8 in my original number, if I square the number, I will again have 4 in the units place. So if I either square 2 or 8, the number which I'll have in the unit place of the squared number is 4. So that's why my answer over here will be, the digit in unit place of its square will be 4. Got it? Okay, my next question is, by which number the multiplication or division of will be square number? So we all know that square number is formed by pair numbers. Pair means jora, okay, means I need to have two numbers of the same numbers. So in order to this to be a square number, you see there are 2 3s, there are 2 7, but there is 1 5. So if I need to create a square number, I need to also have another 5. So in this case 5 is the answer, okay, because there are 2 3s, 2 7. In order to create a square number, I need to have pairs of the same number, okay. So I need another 5 because there is only 1 5 over here, okay. So in this case I can create a 5. I need a 5. Last question, which one of the irrational number, which one of these are irrational numbers? So what is irrational number? Number which we cannot create, like a number which is not a rational number. So it cannot be 0, it cannot be a fraction, it cannot be a natural number. So if you see root 9, we get an exact number, that is 3. Root 16, we know 4, because square of 4 is 16, square of 3 is 9. So if I square root 9, I will get 3. If I square root 16, I will get 4. Similarly, if I square root 25, I will get 5. But there is no square root for 2. I will get a decimal number which I cannot express it as a fraction, natural number, or 0. So in this case root 2 is my rational number, okay. I hope this is understood. Okay, so I'll next move on to some problems related to algebra. So I'm sure most of this is already clear. Which one of the following is the product of 3a square b and minus 4ab square? So I'll just multiply. 3 into 4 is 12. There is only one minus sign, so I put a minus sign. A square into a is a cube, b into b square, b cube. So answer is minus 12 a cube b cube. Which one of the following is the quotient if 20a6b cube is divided by 4a cube b? So I just need to divide. 20 divided by 4 is 5, a6 divided by a cube is a cube, b cube divided by b is b square. So for this reason this is my answer, okay. Similarly for number 3, this equals to what? So first there is only one minus sign, so answer will also have one minus sign. 25 divided by 5 is 5, x cube divided by x is x square, but over here this is not the answer. Y cube, if I cut, like cancel out, I need to put y square over here because the highest power of y is down. So my answer will be actually part C. Minus 25 divided by 5 is minus 5, x cube, I have x square over here, then y cube. Since the power of the greater power of y is in the denominator part, so I need to write the y square down. So in this case this is my answer, minus 5 x square by y square, okay. Next, if a equals to 3, b equals to 2, what is the value of this? So I just need to put the value of a. 8 into 3 24 minus b is 2 into 2 4, so 24 minus 4 is 20. Similarly minus 7 into a is minus 21, then 4 into 2 13, so 20 minus 13 is 7. This is my answer, okay. So these we just put the value of minus 1. I'll show you number 5. If x equals to minus 1, x cube plus 2x square minus 1 equals to what? So remember it's minus 1 whole cube plus, I just put the value of x instead of x over here, so minus 1 square minus 1. So minus 1 whole cube means what? Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So you can see there are odd number of minus, so there will also be a minus. 1 into 1 into 1, 1. Similarly, minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square means minus 1 into minus 1. Even number of minus, there won't be any minus over here. But there is a 2 as well, so 2 into 1 is 2. So minus 1 plus 2 minus 1. So minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is what? 0. So answer is 0. Okay. So yeah, this from 6 till 14 I'm sure you can do, but I will discuss this in my next class then. Okay, this and geometry I will discuss the remaining MCQs in my next class. And from also for geometry, please okay, I will discuss this in my next class. Till now I hope the ones which I have discussed is clear, and the others we will discuss in our next class. Try and solve starting from 6 to 14 at your home. Try to solve. I'm sure you must know how to solve these things because you know all the basics as well. Okay, starting number 6 till 14, solve it at your home. Okay, so thank you very much. This is actually from page 75, exercise 4.3. Alright, thank you very much.